Imagine unlocking a secret language hidden in plain sight, one that the Stoics of old had mastered. A way to decipher the human body's subtle clues, revealing untold truths about personality, emotions, and even desires. The Stoics believed that by observing the body, we could uncover profound insights into a person's inner world. And yes, this includes the bodies of women. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the psychology behind certain physical traits, focusing specifically on how women's bodies might reveal hidden truths that challenge modern assumptions. You might be surprised by what we uncover. Before we dive in, stick with us until the end if you enjoy thought-provoking content like this. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement fuels this journey of discovery. Now, let's explore some surprising connections between physical traits and the mind, starting with a belief that has intrigued both ancient and modern thinkers alike: the significance of a small nose. It might seem like an odd place to start, but for centuries, people have speculated about how a woman's nose could hint at other physical attributes, including her intimate anatomy. Although the science behind this may be flimsy at best, cultural fascination has kept this idea alive. To the Stoics, the nose was more than just a facial feature. It was a clue, perhaps a reflection of one's health, vitality, and character. In many cultures, a smaller nose has often been viewed as a symbol of refinement, with delicate features hinting at subtlety in both personality and physicality. It's a belief that connects facial symmetry to overall body composition, and in some societies, people thought that a smaller nose might imply a more refined, intimate anatomy. But here's where the Stoics would ask us to pause and reflect. Are these just assumptions shaped by societal expectations of beauty, or is there something deeper going on? The truth, they'd argue, is likely more nuanced, reminding us to observe without judgment, knowing that the human body is full of surprises. From delicate hands to gapped teeth, every feature tells a story, if we're willing to listen closely. Take delicate hands, for instance. Throughout history, smaller, more refined hands have been associated with grace and femininity. Some even believe these hands hint at smaller, more refined traits elsewhere in the body. The Stoics would have viewed hands not just as tools, but as reflections of how we interact with the world. But again, they'd remind us not to jump to conclusions. Hands might tell one story, but the person behind them is far more complex. And then, there's the intriguing fascination with gapped teeth. Some cultures have long believed that women with gapped teeth possess unique physical characteristics, including smaller, intimate areas. It's a belief that taps into our subconscious need to find meaning in every detail, even when the connection seems far-fetched. The Stoics, while curious about the ways we draw connections between traits, would have been the first to say that such assumptions can mislead us. A woman's smile, just like her hands or her nose, is only one part of her story. As we continue this journey, keep in mind that every feature we discuss, whether it's cheek structure, slimness, or breast size, has sparked cultural curiosity throughout history. But while these physical traits may give us glimpses into a person's external world, they can never fully reveal the depths of their inner self. The Stoics would urge us to look beyond the surface, to understand that true wisdom comes from appreciating the complexity and individuality of every human being. So as we dive deeper into these topics, remember to observe without assumptions, just as the Stoics would. Now, let's continue this fascinating exploration into the connections between body and mind. You might just find that what we think we know is only scratching the surface.